Hello folks, and welcome to Paddock Pass, your pre-race edition for this, the inaugural round of the 2022 Formula One World Championship. And I've got to say, it feels great to be back. As is tradition, there is something of an air of a first day back at school on arrival here. But it's more than that, because the new era of Formula One has arrived. And with it, the eagerly anticipated new car regulations, which have been designed to help promote better racing. With clean sculpted lines, swooping rear and front wings, which should allow cars to follow each other more closely, new eye-catching 18-inch low-profile tyres, the return of ground effect, and a reduction of aerodynamic physical adornments, the new cars look strikingly different, all while improving safety and pushing the limit of technical ingenuity. So then, which teams have interpreted the rules most effectively, and which drivers will adapt to their new car the quickest, leading the charge against the rest of the pack? Only time will tell. As always, we can't wait for this season to begin. But for now, from us,
lights they flicker and the candles glitter like you're in a thriller. Heart goes pum pum pum. Ghostly figures, they can get so bitter. Sure you want to enter, you can turn back now. You don't know where I've been. What's going on inside?
A sensational opening effort in this first qualifying session of the season, with the first man who's going to launch onto the pole shootout lap is Fabrizio Donoso, and he's a real tip for pole as well.
Coffins in the dirt, try to break me like a curse. You know that will never work. I'm a little bit absurd. I like dancing on the verge. Anyone can love a pretty little mansion, but could you love a haunted house? Or could you love me now? A haunted I'm a haunted house.
Bursting out now of turn 10, hammering down with DRS opened up. He will try and light things up, heading around turn 11 as he now rounds it through, brushes the curves on the inset, gives himself a nice access route out of turn 12 and turn 13 shortly as they round the next right-hander now, and hightailing around this very tricky right. Once again just nurses it through the curbs here, can very easily lose it, but he's okay. Heading down now the straight towards turn 14, Fabrizio Donoso Delgado coming down into 14 and now 15.
Try to break me like a curse. You know that will never work.
For him here as he's about to cross the DRS line, across the start-finish line.
P6 for him by 3/1000ths of a second on pole. Brilliant lap.
A haunted house. Or could you love me now? A haunted I'm a haunted house. A haunted house. If you're just
that's a great effort, guys. Thank you for continuing to push, man. Let's just keep it up. We will improve.
Your name right there. Yeah, heads down.
It looked for most of qualifying that the third row was at least possible. So what kind of happened in that final segment?
Yeah, I think the third row was a minimum, but we're not here to accept the third row. And I had one shot and I wanted to try something different. I wanted to try a much harder outlap to see if that changed the feeling of the car, to give us a shot to fight for the second row or the front row, but clearly it didn't, and it was totally the opposite. So I'm glad I tried something, and that's been our approach this whole weekend. We're not here to settle for the third fastest team. We're here to try everything, to try and understand while we can, is these weekends that's going to make the difference in the championship in the long run. Obviously, I'm disappointed with myself to have made that error, and obviously lining up ninth is far from my expectations. But you know, that's how the game goes, and the race is tomorrow.
So is that going to be the approach tomorrow, to take more risks, to try something different?
No, I don't think taking more risks is. We need to try things, but now everything's locked in. The car is what it is. You can't do too many changes, but you know, we had a couple of sets of tyres in qualifying. I wanted to try a different outlap. That was my only opportunity to try something, and it didn't work. So, you know, it's easy to sit here and say I shouldn't have done that. But equally, had it worked, I think I could have found a lot of performance. My Q2 lap was good, but I had a lot in the pocket, and I ended up going 1.2 seconds slower than I did in Q2.
Great stuff. Thanks, George.
Months of rumour and speculation all come to an end today as we return to racing for the opening event of what promises to be an enthralling season. Welcome along then to round one of this year's Formula One World Championship. So as the formation lap gets underway here for the first time this season, each driver will be wanting to make an impactful start to their season by earning those crucial points and getting a confidence booster right from the off. So as all the cars reform the grids, the drivers will be hoping to get a strong start. They'll want to earn some valuable points from today's race, with final communications being done with their race engineers, ensuring the planned strategies are all in place. Brand new season, brand new dawn for Formula One. It's the Bahrain Grand Prix. And it's lights out and away we go. Brilliant start then for Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton already trying to get past Carlos Sainz, but it's Leclerc on the inside ahead of Verstappen. Carlos Sainz stays in third, Perez on the inside now with Lewis Hamilton. There's a little bit of a kerfuffle going on through turn two, but Leclerc makes it into the lead and Hamilton has got half a car length, now a whole car length ahead of Sergio Perez, and now he's been challenged as Perez by Kevin Magnussen. Leclerc into turn four from Verstappen, Sainz, Hamilton on the inside now of Kevin Magnussen, and then comes Perez and Russell.
Yeah, that's exactly what he wanted to start, Jack. He sets the fastest time. No shadow of a doubt there, seeing as he's in P1. Lucas Blakely taking the opportunity after Fabrizio Donoso's error, moves himself up into P4. A good confident start by Blakely. But how about Moreno's getaway? That was absolutely superb. Got himself up into P3. And further down as well, Rasmussen and Tomek Perajec holding on to their respective positions. Joni Tormala has actually moved himself up as well. Getting past there of Cedric Tomei as they round through turn 4. The AlphaTauri making a statement, making himself move up the grid order, enjoying himself certainly, and he's got ahead there of the Haas. Dario Yamulo unfortunately down at the back of the grid. Jake Benham has been fighting and tussling in behind Barry Buraman. Shalaka Clay's dropped down a couple of places. Mike Romanidis now in P11 with his teammate Alvaro Caraton just in behind him here, but as we look further up, Otmir still in charge, in behind him Nicholas Longue. It's all to play for, folks. Well, technically it's lap 2 of 29. Certainly the Flying Dutchman, he's going to be on a flyer, Jack.
Consider box overtake.
Understood. Box to overtake. Box to overtake.
It's the box. He knew he was struggling on those tyres. He's now obviously, I believe, he'll pit onto a set of hards.
Yeah, we've got a couple of others as well. We've got Timon Schutter, Leveche and Romanidis are also in, but the crucial one now is where does Blakely come out relative to Nicholas Longuet? Longuet around the last corner right now. Blakely on the way out of the pit lane. This should be Longuet's here, but it's going to be very, very close down towards turn number 1. Where is the Aston Martin? He's on the pit exit right now. Here comes Longuet. Does he get in front? The answer is certainly yes. Longuet makes the undercut work, and Blakely just about gets out in front of Tomek Paradzic, so he manages to get in front of the Red Bull, but Longuet on the charge now with the undercut as well. But the crucial thing now is the mediums are the best tyre out there right now, so it is advantage Caraton and Shanika Clay at the moment.
Okay, gap to the car ahead is 20.0 seconds.
But you hurt me so much that I had to leave you. Girl, I thought that you and I would be perfect together. But you hurt me so much that I had to leave you.
It's bedlam up at the front right now. This is costing them time. They can't. Oh, Shanika gets loose, gets a tag in the rear from Jake Bennett, and he has to take the run-off area on the outside line. But now it's getting crazy because this is costing them time to the guys behind, and Foreman breaks away for a moment, and they somehow remain as they are.
Be perfect together, but you hurt me so much that I had to leave you. Girl, I thought that you and I would be perfect together, but you hurt me so much that I had to leave you.
And that's P5.
Great job.
Great job yourself.